Okay, what's next? I am also a Dossier girl. You know, they do some originals, but they also have sorry, I shouldn't say dupes, inspired by they have fragrances that are inspired by other fragrances.
The doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire.
And to me, this is the best way to get a luxury scent without spending luxury money, because I have to say Dossier is spot on with all the scents that I've smelled. Spot on. And I've had like samples of the more expensive one, and I smelled it and I was like, oh my gosh. And in fact, there's a couple that I'm like, to me they smell better than the originals. But you know, you didn't hear it from me, but yes you did. Okay, let's go through some of the Dossier. I have more than this, but these are some of the ones that are my go-to that I usually grab. And here's the thing. Some of these things I had never smelled before, like didn't know that there was a designer end to it, and I just like the scent. So there you go. All right, let's start off with the florals. All right, so this one is floral honeysuckle. This is very floral. So if you don't like floral, you may not like this. If you're not a honeysuckle fan, you may not like this. But oh, this to me, this is just very complex. Now, this floral honeysuckle is inspired by Gucci Bloom. So if you like Gucci Bloom, you're going to like that. It's not just a plain floral. It is complex. So it has, the top notes are green leaves, orange, and honeysuckle. Middle notes are jasmine, sambac, and tuberose. And then the base notes are orris, sandalwood, and vanilla. Okay, there we go, the gourmand. And so I lied. The only wood I really like, there's two woods I like, sandalwood and oud. To me, those are very complex woods. They just don't smell like wood table to me. They're very complex. So I do like sandalwood and oud. This has sandalwood and it has vanilla, right? So two of the things I like. And that's why this is balanced, because it has a vanilla note to it and the sandalwood. So it's not just straight flowers, straight flowers coming from the florist. This has a little bit of complexity because it's mixed. And yeah, I think I'm going to wear this tomorrow. Next up in florals, and this one I ordered it and I'm waiting for it to come. This is floral marshmallow, which is one of my favorites. This is inspired by Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. Love this. So the notes in this one are, the top notes are marshmallow, neroli, and bergamot. Middle notes are orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, and orris. And the bottom base notes are, surprise, surprise, amber, vanilla, and musk. So again, you've got the marshmallow, but in the sweetness of the marshmallow, but it's balanced because it's got the musk and the amber in there, and then of course vanilla. This is amazing. They also actually make this in a candle and a diffuser, a reed diffuser. So if you really like this scent, this would be good. But I'm so in love with this. So this is another one that has floral to it, but also the marshmallow and then the gourmands. All right, so now let's get to the ones that are mixtures of florals and gourmands and woods. Just very complex, which I love. And again, most of these from Dossier that I'm going to talk about are inspired by designer fragrances. So this is Ambery Saffron, which I love. This is another one I get so many compliments on. Here's part of the thing, because it is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. It is so good, so good. This is what I've smelled other inspired by fragrances from the Baccarat Rouge. To me, this hands down has it. So if you've never smelled Baccarat Rouge, the notes are saffron, which is wonderful, orange blossom. Those are the top notes. Middle notes are jasmine, plum, and cedarwood. And the base notes are oak moss, fir balsam, and amber. This will have people chasing you down the street. It's very popular. Everybody is wearing Baccarat Rouge 540, but I submit to you, it smells different on everyone. And for some reason, when I have it on, everybody is asking what it is. So this is what it is. Check it out. Next up, let's get a little tropical, shall we? This is the floral, I think it's called ambery coconut or floral coconut now. They changed the name of it to be more, this was the original was floriental coconut. That's not so nice. So now I think I'll put it in the description box. They've changed the name, so I think it's floral coconut or ambery coconut, something like this. So this is actually inspired by Soleil Blanc from Tom Ford, and we all know that some of these Tom Ford fragrances can be pricey. So this is a good way to get it. And again, they've changed the name, but it has coconut obviously in it. So let's talk about notes. The top notes are cardamom, pistachio, and bergamot. So you've got a spice, right? You've got a gourmand, and you've got fresh, because bergamot is more of a citrusy scent. Also, I don't know, how do you say Ylang? Is it ylang? Duran? Well, I don't know, but the flower. So that is a floral. I'll find out how to say it properly. Tuberose and jasmine, that's all floral. And then the base notes are cedarwood, amber, benzoin, and is it benzoin? Yep, benzoin and coconut. Okay, so it's not just like coconut oil, it is very complex. Again, Soleil Blanc, it's so pretty. This is really, really, really pretty. It's light, right? It's not so light that you can't smell it, but it is light. This is really good. Next up, Ambery Vetiver. All right, so this is one thing you're going to notice with Dossier is if the writing is pink, or salmon pink, that means it is a feminine, a woman scent. Well, if they say it's for a woman, this is going to be unisex, this like kind of goldish color. And if the lettering is black, that is for men, basically. But anybody can wear anything. It's just what you like, right? So this one is termed as a unisex scent. This is Ambery Vetiver, and this is inspired by Byredo's Bal d'Afrique. Okay, so if you like that, you'll like this one. So let me tell you the notes. Top notes are bergamot, lemon, and buahu. I don't know what that is, but I'll put it in the box below when I find out what it is and on the screen. Middle notes are orange blossom, marigold, and violet. And then the base notes are vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. Now there is a woodsy aspect to it. It is fresh, okay? I like this. So I tend not to like a lot of fresh, but for some reason I like this. And this pairs very well with others. So if you have something that is really sweet that you want to tone down, this is a good match for it. Sometimes what I'll do is I will do this and the floral marshmallow together because I love this on its own. But if I want something less sweet and a little toned down, I will mix the two. Oh, wait, that's floral honeysuckle. Floral marshmallow. Okay, I'll tone it down with this. Ironically, when I do this with floral marshmallow, it doesn't get toned down. So I tend not to. Floral marshmallow for me stands on its own, but these two work well together. So if you want to kind of tone something down, this works. But this is very pretty and fresh on its own. It is light though, so think about that. All right, next up now. This is very particular. Now, this is not an inspired by. This is from Dossier's Originals collection. This is Oud and Rose on Fire. Now, I was very leery of ordering this one because Rose can be pretty, but sometimes it can smell like bad breath if you're not careful. Even though roses smell pretty, sometimes when you mix them together with something else, it's like that smells like bad breath. And then on fire usually means spice. So bad breath and fire. Does this smell like dragon? I don't know. I was questioning. And then, but the oud is in there. And sometimes, again, oud can be, you have to be very careful with it. Nobody does oud, like, of course, if you're in the Middle East, that type of thing. That's where it emanates from. So, of course, it's going to be wonderful. But listen, I really, really like this. You don't need a lot of this at all. This is a little bit of a heavier scent. So for some people, maybe it's like, okay, you would wait till like fall or winter to wear it. But I'm not one that's like, waits for whatever. I can see how this would be more of a cooler weather scent, but but it also, the rose makes it, lighter and fresher, and so it lightens up the oud. This is good. This is good. Again, this is one of their originals, and I love this. Please don't take a bath in this. Be sparing when you do it. Maybe spray and walk into it so you just have that hint. But let me tell you the notes. Maybe you'll like this. Pink pepper, pear, vegan honey. Vegan honey, we're going with that. Middle notes are rose, oud, and saffron. And I love a good saffron. And the base notes are vanilla, myrrh, musk, and plum. So that just, when I read the notes, I was scared, but I was like, this could be good. It's not overly rosy. This is just really beautiful. You did the thing with this one, Dossier. You did a great job. So try it out and let me know what you think. All right, the last one I got as a gift. And this one is, and let me just say that all the Dossier scents are completely affordable. They are, for them to be inspired by scent or dupe scents or whatever, they tend to be very affordable. I think everything starts at $29, and I never saw anything that was more than $59. They also do have discovery sets. So if you're wanting to try some of these things out of yourself, they have discovery sets of their very popular ones. And so, yeah, try it. And the nice thing about Dossier is you can order, and if you don't like it, you can send it back, and it's free to ship it back, which I like. And so you can try it, and then they donate, like the ones that if it's been tried and you send it back, they donate them, which I really like. So I know there are a lot of other companies that do this, but I really do like Dossier. And I'm not an ambassador. I am not an influencer or anything connected with Dossier. I just like good scent, and I'm not trying to break the bank to do it. So when I found Dossier through recommendations of people we watched on YouTube, my sister and I saw it. We're like, yeah, let's try it. And we're like, oh my gosh, this is it. So I am definitely a Dossier girl. Okay, the final one that we're going to do, this right here. This is Tuile d'Hermes. Yes, that's right. I said Hermes. I thought you said you didn't buy really expensive. I do not. This was a gift. But this size is really not that I think this size is about $155. So again, it was a gift. And this is if you want to own a little piece of Hermes, this is it. Without buying a Birkin or a Kelly for thousands of dollars, here you go, $155. Now they have 3 different scents for these, and I'll pop them below. But this one is the Eau Poivre. I hope I said it right. I don't speak French very well. I think it's Eau Poivre. So I'll pop it below, and this works really well with my body chemistry. Let's take a look at the notes. I had to look it up. Ginger, tuberose, and sandalwood. And they have the Tuile d'Hermes Eau Ginger, or Ginger, I guess you would say. And that is peony, candy, ginger, and cedar. Ooh, that might smell really good. So I'm going to see, but I'm loving this. This is absolutely amazing. So shout out to gifting. Okay, so again, let's recap what we talked about. I shared with you some of the scents that make me feel great and uplift me when I'm doing videos and live streams. Video and live stream, but the whole content creation game does not exist in a bubble. It doesn't exist on its own. You have to be your best self in order to make your best videos. And so that's the reason that I wanted to delve into this today. And also that the fact that the individual that came up to me in Trader Joe's really made me feel good. I'm like, oh, good. I'm so glad that I'm leaving a lasting impression with the scent. So, that's also a thing too. If somebody has a nice hairstyle or something, let them know because it will make them feel good. And that's the whole reason I wanted to do this video because I felt so good about that I said, you know what? Let me do a whole fragrance thing, right? So there we go. So I hope you learned a little bit of something. Again, I am not a perfume expert or a fragrance expert, but hopefully this piques your interest in trying something new. And let me know if you have any questions about any of these. Maybe you want to try some of these. Maybe what I like is not anything you would like at all. But hey, try it and then see if you like it. All right. Well, hopefully this helps you to be more and scented well for your videos and live streams. Until next time, cheers.
We always here for you. You a stroke when you emotionally broke.